baby, listen to me speak it. No matter what, just say it hard.
Perswayable. What's going on, everybody? So we are going to review footage of right now the 9th overall bomb player. And yeah, so we're gonna show the build. I'm gonna show the build. This is gonna be kind of a new series that we do where we review a lot of these sort of expert players. You guys know that I'm expanding, so I don't have enough time to play every single character like I used to back in the day. But we could still analyze them. We could still learn how to play. You can see with Bonbon right here, what he does is he kind of does that 1-2 punch where he throws a bomb down. He tries to time it correctly, and then he throws another bomb down subsequently after to time the second bomb. So he'll throw one bomb down. Well, he'll try to do it. And what he'll do is he'll throw that bomb down, and then right when it gets to that last second, he throws the second bomb down in the area where he thinks it's going to explode. And what's really funny about this, see how he just kind of tried to do it right there, is as I explain this, we don't really see him doing it. We're going to show his persona build as well, and we're going to see what he really does. This is a very, very good player. Dragon tier, over 40 stars. So a lot of this gameplay series that I'm about to come out with, you're going to see them going against tier 6 survivors. And there's a lot of different strategies that circulate on how to play the hunters. And one of the mistakes that I used to do is I would really only show my way of playing the game, or, you know, these characters, which is fine. But as these characters develop, as players develop, they come out with different strategies. And I would really like to use my platform to show people that objective data, show them what other top tier players are doing other than the people in our server, and other than what other people specifically say are relative to their own individual strategies. So I thought it would be a good opportunity to really show and demonstrate the ability of multiple players. You see how he does that 1-2? So he throws this down. Well, that's going to be the regular one, and he's going to try to time this correctly. Now, I do know that there are some videos showing Bonbon throwing down a 40-second bomb, and some Bonbon players do that just in case. What's interesting about this strategy is that this Bonbon player doesn't really do that. What this Bonbon player tries to do, he's going to try to time it correctly. See that? That's that 1-2 punch I was talking about, where he throws a bomb down, and that initial bomb is only to help detonate his second bomb instantaneously. But anyways, that going back to what I was just saying, there's, you know, some bomb players will put that 40-second bomb down and try to venture away and get some damage done. So by the time the survivor gets to the chair, there's already a 40-second bomb right then and there that he can, you know, have just in case. That is a strategy. But what I've been noticing a lot with these higher tier bomb players, I've probably reviewed, I don't know, maybe over 8 to 10 hours of footage. So I only show the best footage for after watching, you know, 5-10 hours of gameplay. So there's a lot of research that goes into this, and I would be talking more about what this bomb player is doing, but you guys can kind of figure it out, and I'll try to walk you along the process as well. But because this is really the first series, the first episode of the series, I just want to explain what the premise is, why we're doing it, and to show you part of that research process that goes into when we do these character tier lists, and some of the process that we go through when I was an MC, where you're doing real research on what these hunters are doing. It takes hours and hours and hours of research. And one of the things with Bonbon, we're going to get back to that other point, is that 1-2 punch. That's what I call it. I call it a 1-2 punch. And what the objective is really is you throw that bomb down, and right when it's about to explode, you throw the second bomb down in the general direction that you think the survivor's going to. However, you're going to see the Bonbon right now spam the bombs. Right? So instead of doing the 1-2 punch, you're going to see the spam. And the reason being so is because if you look at the rocket chair, somebody is about to be rescued. So when you spam the bombs like he just did, you can spam the bombs when they're going to rescue, but make sure you pay attention to the rocket chair duration. If somebody has a lot of time left on the rocket chair and you just start spamming your bombs, it's because the rescuer is trying to bait you. So as the rocket chair gets closer and closer to launch off, the easier it is for you to spam your bombs. So we're going to watch this again. And if you look at that rocket chair duration, you see that the survivor is trying to save right before the other survivor on the rocket chair reaches halfway, right? Because they'll be dead on chair. This allows the bonbon to really spam their bombs, right? Now, when you try to spam your bombs when somebody's just kiting, you don't always know the direction the survivor's going to go at, and you can run out of bombs. So that's why spam method towards anti-rescue is easier, because you know where the survivor's going. It's trying to go to the rocket chair. So it's all about timing. 1-2 method for the anti-kite, right? And then you also have the spam method only if the rocket chair is starting to kind of get to its end point. So you could still try to do the 1-2 punch with the regular rescue. With the anti-rescue, you see him sometimes doing a 1-2 punch until he sees it getting closer and closer to the rocket chair. But you got to be careful where you don't spam your bombs to the point where you get none that recover. Let's get to this next match now. This is the number 3 overall hunter, as you just saw the text pop up right there. And let's talk about this strategy. He does that 1-2. So we still see that 1-2 strategy. This is just a global sort of way of using bonbon. And it can be very effective and very frustrating for the survivors to go against. Very interesting as well that he's going to continue tunneling this priestess in one of the strongest area of the maps, but it makes sense because she's already injured. So we're going to see how he does. And look at this. Beautiful job. I actually think that was a great job. He probably could have squeezed in a regular hit, but I think that would have been difficult with the owl. So I think that this bonbon player was actually anticipating the Sears owl and did not swing and have attack recovery speed, and instead waited for that owl to come, uses their regular bomb, and then boom, owl now disappears. And of course, priestess is doing a great job, one of the stronger areas of the map. I do want to let people know that's the 1-2 punch, exactly what we just talked about right there. And I did submit a picture. I tried to follow up. Sometimes, when you're doing hours and hours and hours of research, I go back to make these videos. And at the time, this person was 3rd overall. I tried to look for their name to see their current rank, but their name is gone. So I presume that, using the picture that they were using before may have changed their name. But I looked in the top 100, and nowhere did I see this name. So here we go. So that hit the mercenary. And follow up. Look at that. Bada bing, bada boom. A lot of things I got to do. I don't know what that was. I always hate the first introduction to a series because half the time I'm talking more about what's going to happen than the actual gameplay. All right, so he gets that regular hit in. He's probably waiting for some of the bombs to recover. We'll see what's going to happen here. So he's going to throw this down. Tries to get that 1-2 punch. He's not spamming. Oh, beautiful job. Goes in, follows up with that priestess hit. He's going to come over here, detonates it. That's a beautiful job there. He's able to get a 2-person hit. Able to follow up, gets them down as well. Bonbon has just been one of my most favorite characters to watch. One of my most favorite characters to play. He's just so fun. He's really fun. He can be difficult to play to a degree on the new map, Golden Cave. Especially because there's some areas over there that can be very difficult for him to use. Especially the ramps. As throwing that bomb can be difficult on the ramps over there. We see that one character is eliminated. We have somebody else who is now on. And you have 3 ciphers that are left. And he's going to sit here and wait, right? One of the things that we always see in global chat. Oh, God. Why do hunters camp? Oh, because it's not Dead by Daylight. Very different game. I just did a video on that. Comes up with that hit. Beautiful job. Should have enough time to really be able to catch up here. He's going to try to get that 1-2 punch. Doesn't get it right there, but he makes the seer kind of move. Does that detonation, almost gets it off, didn't time it correct, but honestly with these things, you're not going to time every single bomb correctly. Also, it's going to be interesting what people do, right? We know that people only get better and better with these hunters. I mean, we saw that with Mad Eyes, we saw it with Dream Witch, right? Or some of these hunters, they were out for a while until it really started to pick up speed that, hey, wow, there's a lot of hunters who are good with this. Not necessarily Mad Eyes so much as Dream Witch for sure. All right, so we have that speed sort of debuff here with the dancer, and he's going to just be a little patient. He's trying to anticipate this. Let's see what he does. He also doesn't want to expose himself open. I see what he's doing right now. He's so worried about only focusing on the dancer. He doesn't want to give up that opportunity for a rescue, especially in these higher tiers. Gets that hit. What a beautiful hit. That was actually very good. I thought he was going to miss that hit, to be honest with you. Gets two of them. You can see that the survivors are in trouble. So while we're talking about this, one of the things that I've been seeing a lot of high-tier survivors use a lot lately, at least in China, is using that forward and mercenary combination, which has been very interesting, especially on Moonlit. I've been seeing a lot of forward and mercenary and priestess teams, and perfumer. Perfumer's a really good counter to a lot of the hunters when you use them correctly. But anyways, yeah, Bonbon, I really like Bonbon. He does a great job. Again, I would like to remind everybody that I can't remember exactly what I think this person seriously changed their name, and that's why in the beginning of this clip I did send footage of like confirming that this individual was number 3 overall. I do know that number 3 overall now I think has about 11,000, 12,000 points, give or take, character points, whereas at the time this had about 10,000, give or take. I need to do a better job at trying to get these videos out on time, so you're not seeing technically old footage, but this is from this season, obviously, with the launch. And let's see if he can prevent this. Can't prevent it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. What I may do is I may just make playlists with how to play certain characters. And then what I'll do is I'll put these videos in those playlists. So instead of just having a one video guide, people can actually watch a multitude, like a series of how to play these hunters on different maps, and to give people a better idea of how to play these characters, including myself. Much love, everybody. See you very soon. Thank you so much.